So I woke up this morning and I wanted to use this face mask by Lush called Cupcake, and it looks like that. And it smells really really good and I just want to eat it, but I won't eat it. And it's this one here. I'll let you know how it goes. So I tried that face mask called Cupcake. I don't know how to angle this camera. Hold on. Yeah, that's better. And it was actually really really good. Yeah, my face looked really soft and clean, but it was really drying on the cheek, so I think I'll just use it on my T-zone. Can you see me? Over here? I'm here. Okay, I'm going to go back to writing now. Bye! I wanted to talk to you about what I use that really helps me while I'm writing, and it's just a notebook. So it's this one, and it's got like fruit on it, and it's just a simple lined notebook. And when I started writing, I didn't think I'd need to write anything in a notebook and that I'd just remember everything, but it was a big mistake, because there were so many details to remember, like characters' names, their past history, what they looked like, the colour of their eyes, the colour of their hair, if they had straight hair, curly hair, anything like that. So I'll just give you an example here. Trying to find something that I used in the book as well. Oh yeah, so one of the main characters is called Eva, and in this modern time in the book, it's shortened down from Evangeline, but in the past she was Evangelista di Rainier di Pretella, and she used to support a guy called Cosimo in his rise to power, and he used to create these metal globes that showed maps and like detail. Oh no, he didn't make them. Why did I say that? Oh, Cosimo is just like a really important character in history, but she used to support the guy who used to make these metal globes, and his name is Paolo can't even read my handwriting. Forte or something. I need to look it up. I've got Google here. Okay, give me a minute. That's why I should write in proper handwriting. So his name is Paolo. This is why it's good to write things in a notebook. So if you can't read your handwriting, you can always look it up. Let's see what Google says. Paolo Forte, yeah, Forte. AI. So that was right. And apparently they're at the Whipple Museum. I'll find something more interesting to show you. Oh, here. There's a character called Isabella, and she used to be in the past and 16th century an actress and a poet in Italy, and she used to tour, and she used to be like really out there, or sometimes she'd take her clothes off on stage, and it's really, really interesting. And there's a part of the book, the first book, Moth, where a character called Valentino meets up with her, and I started describing one of her rooms, and so I made here loads of notes on what the tapestry were, the lengths of the tapestries, what were on them, and from when they dated. So one of the tapestries that she owned that were hanging in her house is called The Gathering Manna, and it's from a set of Old Testament prefigurations of the Eucharist and Passion of Christ from 1595 to 96, and they were designed by Alessandro Aloris. He's Italian from Florentine, an Italian/Florentine from 1535. I think he died 1607. And they were made at the workshop of Giuseppe di Bartolomeo. I think I need to write better handwriting. His last name is Papini. He's also Italian, and they're also from about 1540 to 1621, and they're made from wool and silk, and they're 14 feet by 14 feet. It's so interesting, all these things. And also wrote what the characters smell like. So she's a vampire, obviously having lived such a long time, and she smells of oranges and saffron. I can just imagine it. And here I made notes. Does Eva have bright blue eyes? Because I couldn't remember what colour eyes I gave her. And that's why it's really important to have a notebook to write your notes in while writing. And it'll save you so much time from going back and forth through all, I don't know how many, if you've written like hundreds of pages, it takes a long time to go back and find all these details. But once you've written them all down, you can just go back to them. Like another example, I wrote Eva's relatives are Ophelia, Adrian, Iris, Jupiter and Cornelius, and I've used them towards the end of Moth because they helped her towards a big fight scene, and there's no way I would have gone back that far. So I've mentioned them now because they will crop up again in the second book, Sisters of the Moon, which I'm writing right now. And I'd have to go back, I don't know how many pages, but it's really, really helpful to have a notebook. That's one of the best tips I can tell you. And this idea I had at work, I was telling you about in yesterday's vlog. Was it yesterday? Yesterday's will come out today, so so this is a type of blood that I came up with, and actually a friend of mine at work came up with this idea called iron brew, and this blood that's brewed so that it's carbonated, and then I came up with the name of the can't say this word, laboratories. Platelets Laboratories made this iron brew, this blood drink, this fizzy blood drink, and it's in this ketchup shaped bottle, so that when you opened it, it would have this pop, and it would fizz lightly when it opened. And then I wrote, this ad is sponsored by Fusions Pharmaceuticals, the #1 choice made by most vampires for their transfusions. And I thought this was really epic and funny, and I want to put this on a t-shirt at some point. I just find it hilarious. I'm gonna use this in this book for sure, whether it's an ad on TV that crops up in the book, or a random new character comes up with it and he tries to sell it or something. I'm really excited about it. So later on today, well from now, later on today, I will continue writing from chapter 3. Let me show you. You see it? So in chapter 3, there's a bit of a face-off between the character Raven, who's a forensic scientist, and Garfield, who came to interfere with evidence in a major fight scene that happened in a shop in the first book, and I thought that's just hilarious. So I think that she's this random character who have heard him speak to Q, which I've mentioned to you before in a previous vlog, and they're just waiting outside the lifts, and something's about to happen, and there might be a fight or not, I don't know. So you'll just have to wait until tomorrow until I tell you what happens. So now I'm just going to carry on with the vlog, and you'll have to wait till later today or tomorrow for the vlog to come out. So I'm about to watch an episode of iZombie. So this one is called The Exterminator. I can't wait. And then later on I'll let you know how the writing is going.